Hey GlamFam, Linwood here. So a while back we did a sit down video and I talked about how you could get healthier hair and how you could get healthier hair in just 3 minutes. If you haven't seen that video, you can do so by clicking the eye on the top right corner. After I did that video, so many people asked me for a video on how to properly moisturize your hair, and I wanted to talk to you guys about what moisturizing actually is and how you can get a better moisture balance in your hair. But before I do that, I want you to understand why moisture is so important. When you're thinking about your hair, think about it like a piece of spaghetti. I know some of you are hungry and I've already lost you. But some of you are hungry and you're like, heck yeah, let's cook this up. So for those of you who are still here, let's go ahead and dive right in. If the protein balance is too high and your moisture balance is too low, what you have is a dry spaghetti noodle. What that means is it's easily broken, it's going to easily chip or break, and I can't really twirl it around a fork without risking breaking it. Now I want you to think of your fork as a comb or a brush or some sort of tool that you're using for manipulation. If I have too much moisture and not enough protein, then basically what's happening is I am now having a strand of spaghetti or a piece of spaghetti that tears and is mushy and all that. So it's overly stretchy, it tears, and it just shreds apart really easy. Your hair in the very same way is very similar. Now, the key things that are different about this is, like, let's say for instance you have curly hair or coily hair or even kinky hair. In that instance, your hair is going to be slightly more moisture deficient, so you'll find that you need a lot more moisture and a bit less protein. If your hair has been bleached or heavily chemically treated, or you just do a lot of heat styling to it, you'll find that you need a bit more protein, and you also want to couple that with moisture, especially if you've been heat styling or if you've been aggressively bleaching the hair. You want to find out what that proper balance is for you to where it's strong enough for you to take that fork and twirl the spaghetti around without any breakage, any tearing, any splitting in the process, and any overstretching, anything like that. That being said, there are a few different tips that you can do that will help you to properly moisturize that hair. The first thing of which I'm going to tell you is making sure that you are, of course, properly conditioning the hair, which we discussed in that previous video. Now, of course, by doing so, you're letting that conditioner sit in there for 3 to 5 minutes and you're rinsing with cool water. Doing this will allow your moisture balance to stay high. It allows the conditioner to do its job and use those conditioning emollients to benefit and actually see the benefit of the conditioner in the hair. By rinsing with cool water, it helps to close those cuticles down, locking those conditioning emollients in and allowing your hair to keep as much moisture as possible. After you've done so, before you start styling, using a leave-in conditioner is going to be crucial. So if you have more fine hair, I would recommend using a liquid leave-in. You could use something like Infusium 23, you could use Pravana's leave-in styler, something along those lines. If you have like more of a coarse, coily, or a kinky hair texture where it's going to be more moisture deficient, you may find that using a cream leave-in works best for you. In that instance, you could use something like Shea Moisture's leave-in, which I'll have linked in the description box below, all the products. You could use something, if you have curly hair, like Beautiful Textures Moisture Butter. You could use Cantu Styling Moisturizing Cream. You can use Rusk's 12-in-1 leave-in conditioner. It's a spray, but it's a creamy spray. It helps out with keeping that moisture balance nice and high, and with also keeping that pH balance nice and low, because pH is so important, and I'll talk about that with you guys in a later video. So that makes a huge difference there. Now, one thing that I want you guys to understand when you're moisturizing the hair is anything that's a proper moisturizer is going to have a water base. If it's a product that doesn't have water in it, then it's not really a moisturizer. A lot of times it's more of a sealant. There are specific oils that you can use that can help out slightly with your moisture balance, but anytime you're really looking to moisturize that hair, you want to use something that has water, preferably deionized or purified water, as your main ingredient in there. For some reason, especially in the Black community, we've gotten a stigma about it that water dries our hair out. And I will tell you now that that is completely untrue. Water is the best moisturizer there is, and I want you to think about it like this. When you are dehydrated, your skin is dehydrated, it's dry. Water helps to replenish that moisture from the inside as well. Now, a lot of times people get it confused because what they're doing is they're using a water of an excessively high heat, which is opening up the pores and it's opening up the cuticles of the hair and allowing every bit of actual natural moisture to slide out, and that's where you're seeing that dryness, that ashiness, things like that come in. Or you're using water that really has a lot of chemical agents in it, or is leaving a buildup in the hair because it's a hard water source. But keep in mind that water in general is actually a good moisturizer, and it's going to help out with benefiting the hair's moisture balance as a whole. Now you can use oils like grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, or coconut oil for some people. Coconut oil does not get along with everybody. And it can help out with not only sealing in your current moisture balance, but also with helping to raise your moisture balance. So let's say you're talking about deep conditioning. You can deep condition with moisture, and you can do so with different natural products or with different products that you can purchase as like hair styling products, things like that, for your shampoo and your conditioner. Of course, if you want me to discuss with you guys different natural things that you can use to help increase your moisture balance, let me know in the comment box down below, and I'd be more than happy to do so on a video with you as well. I hope that this video has not been too much information, but I do want to make sure that you know what it takes to properly moisturize that hair, and by doing so, you'll find that you get greater benefit out of that hair in general. Now I will say, even if you have incredibly fine hair and that hair tends to be weighed down, using a conditioner is going to be incredibly crucial for the moisture balance in that hair. In your instance, what I would recommend is that you focus that conditioner primarily on the mid shaft and the ends of the hair, and slowly and gradually work a small amount of that up towards the top. Allow your own natural oil that's being produced to go ahead and produce and moisturize that top portion of the hair shaft. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who could use it, and please don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, you guys, take care and God bless. Don't forget to stay glam, and you know I love you, boo. Bye-bye.